How did it feel to work out for the Pacers today, and what other teams have you worked out so far?
It's just a blessing, being able to, take advantage of this opportunity, just get the opportunity. It's just a blessing to be here, be able to showcase my talent and, experience, what I'm about to experience at the next level. So far, I've worked out for Atlanta, the Knicks, there's been so many, Jazz, who am I missing? Boston, missing like 2 more. I know I got Milwaukee coming up. But yeah, it's been a lot. Like, I can't even recall the workouts I had. I've been everywhere these last 2 weeks, so it's just, like I said, a blessing, and trying to take advantage of the opportunity.
I was gonna say, how exciting has that been to get a taste of that NBA life and to get opportunity to get it out the mud in a sense and kind of prove yourself at every single stop and really try to prove that you belong in this league?
Yeah, that's kind of been my journey throughout my whole basketball career. So, like I said, just taking it head on, looking at it as a blessing and understanding, this is my one chance I get. So, going hard, going all out, and showing these GMs, coaches, and personnel that I can be the guy that they draft.
Are you sick of flying yet?
The traveling is probably the worst part. Just not even necessarily being in the air, but just being in the airport. Sometimes you got to be in the airport 5-6 hours before your flight, or your flight gets delayed. I'm in Memphis doing my pre-draft, so flights from Memphis always usually have a layover somewhere. So, yeah, the traveling has definitely been the worst part of it, but not necessarily being in the air, but just the airport itself.
You're one of the older prospects, a lot of college experience. How do you feel like that helps you or gives you an advantage throughout this process right now?
Just the little things, the fundamentals, bringing maturity. I know a guy my age, that's kind of what teams are looking for. So just being able to have that and, turning that into like a positive for a team. So just showcasing, my leadership, my maturity, and my readiness to go now. That's the big thing for me, being 24. I got to be able to play now, be ready to contribute.
The Pacers drafted Duarte at 24 last year. He came in and contributed right away. Have you thought about that as a guy to look at his experience as a potential path for you in the NBA?
Definitely. Last year I went through the process. Teams were, telling me to have a season like how he had at Oregon his senior year. We're about the same age, kind of had the same path. Transferring schools, having an extra year, being a little older. So they told me, to study his college film, see what he did, and try to make that translate this year. And I feel like I did a great job of that. I feel like I showed my maturity, showed my leadership, showed all my skill sets. So, I guess you could say, yeah, I look forward to, kind of modeling my rookie year after his.
What did you see on his film that you were able to model your game after?
He's very skillful. I'm very skillful. The biggest thing I would say is just, his maturity and like how hard he plays. Those are things that I pride myself on. Just, being an older guy, knowing the right reads to make, knowing when to shoot, not taking bad shots, just trying to be as fluid and as sick as I can, so just trying to show that, I have stuff to work on, but in terms of what I can bring, one of my skill sets and assets can be used and valued right now.
You kind of touched on this earlier, but having spent 6 years in college, what did you get out of those last few that maybe you don't qualities you don't think you would have had as a 21-year-old coming out of the draft that you didn't have?
I think just the whole experience I had, just adversity, being able to knowing if I get over this, I'm going to be able to make it to the next level. So just knowing that, this journey isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. You're going to have ups and downs, you're going to have trials and tribulations, things that happen, whether it's an injury, little setbacks, not on the same page with the coach, just whatever it is, I've kind of, seen a lot through my career. That's why I was in college for 6 years. So just being resilient, I think that was the best thing and the best quality that I took out of my career in college.
What were those things you had to overcome?
Injuries. Really, that was the biggest thing, just injuries and transferring, having to reinvent myself at a new school, make a name for myself, reprove myself, I'm from Texas, so, moving to Miami, going to Miami, nobody really knew who I was. So, new conference, new coach, new teammates, new players, just having to, do it all over again and gain the respect from everybody.
What's it like you talk about travel issues and things like that, to get here today and 3 of the guys you're supposed to work out with aren't here, so what was that like and how did the workout maybe shift a little bit?
Yeah, no, it was definitely surprising. This is the first workout I've had where, 3 people are missing. I haven't had a workout where anybody's missing yet, so, that was definitely new for me. You get a lot more reps, that's for sure, with 3 people, a lot more reps, but, same stuff that you would do with the 6 people. It was a good workout today. I had a lot of fun, worked hard. Jermaine and Dyson worked hard as well, so, was a good experience.
Did you have any like scrimmaging portions? I know they had an issue like previously with a different workout where they might have had a couple of assistants jump in. Did you all have a chance to at least compete against each other at all?
Yeah, none of the workouts I've had, we've had to like have anybody jump in or any assistants. So they've all been, 3-on-3 with the 6 prospects.
Right.
This was kind of the first one I was like that, but like I said, it was just a blessing to be here. I'm glad I got to showcase my skill set, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity if it comes.
Gotcha. What's the hardest thing you think you've had to overcome throughout your career?
Hardest thing, just staying down, not getting discouraged by what's going on. I transferred, had injuries. The last year didn't go as I planned. That was my last year. Having to say, you know what, I'm gonna come back for college for the 6th year and do it all over again and try to continue to raise my stock and show teams and guys, and not only that, just helping Miami get to Elite 8. I'm sure last year nobody thought of that, but that was my goal coming into the season. Take them as far as they could, because I knew if I was able to take them far and we were going to be successful in college, that it would translate to the next level and teams would appreciate my value a little more. So that was my goal.
What would 10-year-old you say to yourself about where you are now? Like, could he believe it? Like, when did it become a realistic thing? Like, I'm going to the league.
Yeah, 10 years old me would probably not believe myself, that I'm in the shoes that I am now. Football was my first love. So if I was in the NFL, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, 10-year-old me would expect this. But, I'm a hooper now, and, I'm just proud of myself.
When did basketball come around, then, if football was your first love?
Football and basketball are 2 sports I've been playing my whole life. Football has just been my first love, being from Texas. All your friends, they play football more than basketball. So, it's just kind of, where I'm from, the culture down there, down south, everybody wants to play football. So, but, look at my frame, my height, my size, I'm a hooper, for sure.